Hey, JJB Tim Man, Views of NYC. Hey, people are spinning the cube. Little girl and her mom. I don't know if the guy's the dad or not, but he jumped in to help him. And they were pit up. I guess that's all they're going to do. Well, they did do it a couple of times. I just jumped in late here. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. That's a quickie. JJB Tim Man, Views of NYC. It's getting back to a little bit of humidity and heat now. It rained almost. Whoop, here comes some folks. There we go. Here we are. Oh, I love it when spontaneous stuff gets us safe. Maybe I can go a little longer. Yeah. What? Oh, this often happens where people look like they're going to turn it, and then realize that they got to put a little muscle into it, and they give up. It's not that hard. Look at them pushing. Look at them trying over there. Oh, they gave up. They gave up. Gave up too soon. I just ignore me. They didn't hear me. Anyway, they gave up, you see? Before the other folks, they turned it. Spin, spin, spin that cube. I love spinning, cube, the Alamo, the big black cube. There you go. Yes, you can spin the cube. Tag us at Village on 8. Oh, I've never done that. Village on 8. At Village on 8. Village Alliance. Yeah. All right. There you go. See? Even put the sign up so people. This is encouraging people. If you want to, you can spin. The big black cube. Uh-oh. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, maybe the sign is... It's all these like ladies and little kids that can't quite get it going. There you go. Now she's going. Here we go. Kid jumping in. Here we are. The dad's not doing a damn thing. Puts one finger on it. One finger he puts on it. Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Good. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Nice try. Isn't that great? Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. Anyway, it's getting hot again. We got a break today. It rained a little bit, and then it's been coolish. Not cool, 80 degrees. And now it's going over 80 degrees as the late afternoon approaches, and mid-afternoon to late afternoon. And anyway, so it's getting kind of hot now again, especially in the sunshine. There was no sunshine before, so now that it's coming out, it's making the temperature go up. And they say after this little respite, I think tomorrow might be scattered showers and stuff too. Just want to see what this little display on the side here is. Typographics, that's a design festival for people who use type. Oh, all right. June 14th, June 15th. Well, it'd be over. Wouldn't it be over? Well, I don't know. But anyway, here's a bunch of fancy design type that they put on the windows, as you can see. Right? All along here. It says TYP, type. Oh no, typographics. I blew it. Typographics. All right, that was the whole thing they had. Okay. I guess. And that was what they... June 14th, June 15th, Cooper Union, typographics.com. Oh, that's gone. That's over. This is July. Yeah. The Cooper Union. Oh, I don't know if we've ever looked at this. All right. This is like they had a project, Bowery Alliance neighbors, where they, all the famous situations, places, and buildings along the Bowery. We're on the northern part where the Bowery starts, which is actually called Cooper Square. I've told you many times. It's 3rd Avenue, but south of St. Mark's Place, where I live, or 8th Street, it's the Bowery. On the north side, it's 3rd Avenue. On the south side, it's the Bowery, and but right here is called Cooper Square because of this building we're looking at right now, Cooper Union, the Cooper Union. I'm going to read some of this for you, but this will be all, and then we'll get out. Yeah. All right. Well, this building, the Cooper Union, and I'll show it to you in a moment, built 1853 to 1859. That's how long it took to build this building. Can you see the photo? It's fabulous. That photo there, right? Of back in the day. That's actually in a photo, I'm pretty sure, that was colorized. But it's a photo, because you could take pictures in the 1850s to say, yeah, sure you could. Anyway, yeah. So anyhow, the Cooper Union for the advancement of science and art is America's first free college. Yeah. Its famous Great Hall, that's a big, huge hall, like a lecture space, performance space. It's been the bastion of free speech and progressivism, presenting great minds, talents, and the burning issues of the day. Lincoln, anti-slavery right makes might speech on 2/27/1860 propelled him to the presidency. I mentioned that quite a few times here. He made a speech here, right? And that's what propelled him to win the presidency. A 1909 speech by Clara Lemlich sparked the uprising of the 20,000 shirtwaist workers. The shirtwaist workers, just a few blocks from here, there was a fire, the Triangle building, I think it was called Triangle Fire. They had a lot of women working there. They had there were no safety issues, safety precautions or anything. They were like locked in. There was a fire. A whole lot of ladies died. Yeah, and that made a big uprising. Anyway, so a 1909 speech by Clara Lemlich sparked the uprising of 20,000 shirtwaist workers. That's what those ladies were. Other for rights and maybe even union rights. I don't know back then, but anyway. Other appearances include Mark Twain. Yes, sir, he was here. Frederick Douglass, Chief Red Cloud, Susan B. Anthony, Emma Goldman, Mother Jones, Nikola Tesla, Clarence Darrow, P.T. Barnum. P.T. Barnum had a lot of stuff all up and down the Bowery here. William Randolph Hearst, Andrew Carnegie, W.E. Du Bois, Bertrand Russell, Margaret Mead, Orson Welles, Allen Ginsberg. He lived right on St. Mark's Place over here, about where I live, right over in the block I live on. Billy Joel, oh right. Philip Glass, Stephen Colbert. Oh yeah, Stephen Colbert was just recent. He was here about, I think, a year or so ago. Presidents Grant, Cleveland, Taft, Theodore Roosevelt, Wilson, Clinton, and Obama. I was here the day Obama was here. I have photos of that galore. I saw they parked their cars over on the side over here as he escaped into the Cooper Union Great Hall, and they had like a little deception thing going so that there was no trouble or anything. But anyway, it was interesting. I've got a whole record of it on, I don't know about video, but I definitely took photos. Anyway, Peter Cooper, 1791 to 1883, was successfully a laborer, clerk, mechanic, inventor, manufacturer, financier, philanthropist, philosopher, and presidential candidate. He built America's first steam locomotive. Yes, he did. He invented powdered gelatin and founded the company that laid the first transatlantic cable. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Frederick A. Peterson's design for Cooper Union's foundation building was the earliest to employ rolled iron beams. Yep. Built 1853 to 1859, the stately Anglo-Italianate brownstone is a New York City landmark. There you go. There you go, folks. That's some stuff about Cooper Union here, what it is. And this thing is windows on the Bowery. The Bowery is New York City's oldest thoroughfare. Yes, it is. Originally a Native American footpath and Dutch farm road, Bouwers, that means farm. Bouwers, that was the Dutch word, I guess, or Bouwers, I don't know. It is a cradle of American culture with seminal links to tap dance, vaudeville. See, I've told you about all this stuff, this whole Bowery Avenue, the stuff that went on here back in the day. tap dance, vaudeville, Yiddish, theater, Lincoln, yeah, he was here. Stephen Foster, Irving Berlin, tattoo art, abstract expressionism, beat literature, jazz, and punk rock. Yep. Famous punk rock bars all along here back a ways. Yep. Though listed on the National Register of Historic Places, out-of-scale developments are displacing its residents. Small businesses, and historic character. More info linked to Bowery's National Register listing at theBoweryAlliance.org. Well, that's true, I guess, in a way, but like right there is a very modern, which I kind of like this building. I'm sorry. I like this building. It's right on Astor Plaza over there where I spend a lot of time. We just came from there with a big black did. This is really, it's kind of Astor Plaza in a way. I mean, it's Cooper Union, But anyway, this is the whole property here, and we're going around to the front entrance of the Cooper Union building right here. You can see it, right? And then there's this used to be a street. This would be 7th Street, but now of course they closed it off because it can't go through there anymore. Anyway, it would go to the road right here, and you'd make a right turn. But anyway, that's gone. Now it's a big plaza here, and there's a park right here. It's called Cooper Triangle, right there. Peter Cooper, there's a big statue of him right there over there. I'll show you in a second. Oh, good. We got into something here. All right. Well, we won't take too long. There we go. There's a clock up there that's really interesting on the top. Right. And this is the front of Cooper Union right here. Okay. There's the entranceway. The entranceway is right there. Right. Okay. We'll walk along here. Why don't we step through the park here very quickly? Okay. There's a statue over here. This is called Cooper Triangle, this park. It's a statue, Peter Cooper. All right? They got the dates there, but I don't feel like interpreting the right at the moment. I could, I guess, but oops, I'm tripping on stuff. Anyway, so, right around the front here, erected by the citizens of New York in grateful remembrance of Peter Cooper, founder of the Cooper Union for the Advancement of Science and Art. Anno Domini MDCCC XCVII. You figure that out. All right. So there it is. There's old Peter Cooper right there. Right? And this is the Triangle Park. And people are just sitting in here, relaxing, taking it easy, And, here's a guy's got his feet up, got a pillow, got his umbrella on over his head, got his feet up. And that's probably where he actually sleeps, because I'm sure homeless people, guys like that probably. Oh, somebody's taking some photos, yeah. And then everybody else is just sitting around, taking it easy. And that's all small, that's it. And that's Cooper Triangle right here. Now we're going out the southern end of it. The Bowery's to my left, where this traffic is. That's the Bowery. The Bowery. Okay, that's the Bowery. Yep, there it is. There's another modern building. Well, here's another one. This is actually Cooper Union. They're griping in that thing over there about how it's replacing the whatever. But look at this fabulous new building here. Been here, the new building. I say that a lot when I don't realize it's probably been here at least 10 years. Anyway, and I kind of like that building. It's very interesting, odd, different architecture. And it kind of, whatever the metal is that the building's covered in there, it ages. They don't have to, paint it or anything. It has, what would be, I don't know what the word would be, but someone can think of it. It's like bronze or something that when it starts to get older, or anyway. So anyhow, I need a secretary to do my research. Anyway, so over there is Grace Church School. Grace Church I showed you just the other day in a video, I think, and that's north of here now. And the church, Grace Church School, used to be right there, but they moved it down here. They purchased that building. It's an older building too. It's been restored, but it still has that feel of an older building, because there's a lot of buildings along here that they're not modern architecture. These are older buildings. They go back to the 1800s, most of them, or early 19. There's a new one beyond there, but they made that look like an old one just down there, as we're looking at it right now. Anyway, so that's actually Cooper Union's school classrooms in there. Used to be on the other side of Cooper Union over there off of Astor Place. But that now is another new building, which we won't see right now, but a very modern building too. And that was the classrooms. Someone purchased it, developers, they tore it down. It was ugly, I'm sorry. It was a 5-story, boring, 50s looking yuck. And they put a nice modern, super duper looking with lots of reflections. I've shown it in videos and photos. There's another one, there's a hotel. That's pretty interesting, odd, modern architecture. Right there, that's a hotel, and it cost a lot. What's it called? The Standard, I believe, the Standard. And this is also the southern part of Astor, or Cooper Plaza, maybe they call this one. I don't know, because we're on Cooper Square still. And like I say, now that we're below where the Cooper Union is, this street is not Cooper Square anymore. As we get south here, it's the Bowery, and that's where the Bowery starts, right here, as the name anyway. The street is 3rd Avenue, it goes way north and south, but right here it becomes the Bowery. And like I say, that poster that I was reading, look, they come over here and look what they do. They plant food. Look at this. Look, they got food, tomatoes, lettuce, not lettuce, cabbage, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's kind of neat. And all these are all little gardens along the way here. I think they're private. I don't think the city does these. These people that want to make it nice and fill up these little blank spaces, especially since a lot of the trees, like there's no tree in that one, but this one has a tree. They put trees in when they first put these spaces, but some of them didn't make it. They'll replace a lot of them, but people just put these great little gardens right here. So anyway, over there is the Standard Hotel. That's actually the entrance. That old building right there goes back to the 1800s, I would believe, about 1835, 40, something like that. Anyway, that's the main entrance. They got another main entrance where this truck's in the way. But anyway, it's a hotel. It's rather expensive, yeah. But that old building, they could not get the rights to it or whatever, and they held out, and then finally they bought the building, but then they decided, it probably was landmarked, but anyway, they didn't tear it down. They made the first floor there into, can I get by? Yeah, hurry, hustle. Okay. Hurry, hustle. There we go. All right, yeah. So they made that, there's the entrance right there, 25, and the Standard is written upside down. See it, but let me cross. Standard's written upside down, the Standard. In this building, the tenants didn't want to leave, and so somehow they got the rights to it anyway, but they didn't tear it down. There's a main entrance over there to the left. It's modern, but this is the old. This is the entrance right here. This old building. This is the entrance to the hotel right there. Yeah, isn't that neat? That's kind of neat. Anyway, over here we have on this plaque, this building, in the 1960s, this 1845 former rooming house became a laboratory for artistic, literary, and political currents. Writers Leroy Jones, later Amiri Baraka, and Hetty Jones, that's his wife. She still lives here, folks. Yep, I ran into her. I was here reading this one time a while ago when I made a video. She actually came out while I was sitting there making the video. I just thought she was a lady in the building. We started talking, and she's very nice, and then she let me know. I actually was friends with Amiri Baraka, Leroy Jones. I knew him pretty well. He was very close to my friend John Vaccaro, who's now passed away as well, director of the Playhouse of the Ridiculous, which I worked with for a long time. Anyway, so I know him through him, and of course he's been passed. Both of them were passed, but his wife still is alive, I believe, because that was a couple of years ago when I saw her. She's pretty old. Hetty Jones, Baraka and Hetty Jones had a Eugen magazine and Totem Press. Musician Archie Shepp lived here, and painter Elizabeth Murray all had homes here. The vacant building was transformed into a virtual hub of cultural life, attracting leading figures, including those from the Beats, remember the Beat generation, the Beats in the 50s, and the world of jazz. Oh yeah. So that's a little bit about this building that has become the entranceway to that fancy modern hotel. And this is a little garden on the one side of it here. You look at this. See how nice this is in here. Look, people are in here. Yeah. See, all the tables. You can eat. Really fabulous little outdoor garden in there. And it's called the Garden. Okay. Yeah, see, it's a cafe. Here's a little sign here. Isn't that nice? Yeah. This is only a block and a half from my house. 2 blocks from my house, actually. And along here, you always would get graffiti on this wall. They used to clean it, like, regularly. And then recently, they've been letting, maybe it's a consignment, actually. In other words, this is an artist that they gave a consignment to put this here all along this wall. And graffiti taggers tend to be a little more respectful of things like this, especially if it's an odd, modern, kind of abstract thing, whatever that's all about, but they are. And so, yeah, it's 2024, so this has just been completed. It's the first time I'm seeing it. There was like, yeah, there's been lots of things here, at any rate, but this looks like it's going to be here for a while, obviously. And that's nice. I think that's great. That's fabulous on this wall. Yeah, here we go. So now, that's it for the Bowery for now. I'm going to take you on a trip down there sometime soon, where I've just done a quickie, a little one for you now. We're already at 21 minutes, so we don't want to go too much longer. So, but soon I will stroll down the Bowery, and we'll look at some older buildings and a lot of the modern buildings, but older buildings, and how different it is from years ago, and also when it was in really bad shape, and not too long ago. Well, quite a few years ago now, but when I first moved here, it was terrible. Even right here, the Bowery was awful. I mean, just really very vacant, desolate. A lot of guys, alcoholics, all along here would be bugging you for money all the time. And they would also be down on Houston, south of here, and they would try to clean the cars. I've told you all about this in another video, where they would try to clean the windows of people's cars with dirty rags, and some of them had cleaner and stuff, but some of them didn't. So now we're walking along here. Here's the main modern entrance of the Standard right there. That's the modern entrance to it. There's a cafe right there, very nice cafe. There's a bar restaurant on this side here. Yeah. I think it's called No Bar or something like that. Anyway, there's another mural. The mural we just showed you. Now there's another mural. Little consignment work right there. I don't know if it's by the same artist or not. Could be. Who knows? Anyway, I don't have every bit of information. I'm terrible. But what can I tell you? Do the best I can. John Stewart. No, he won't know. But anyways, I have a couple of my friends. They always come on and correct me, or they tell me about things. I forget what things are called, and and I really appreciate that, actually. Because really, I don't know everything. So we're walking back towards St. Mark's Place, where I live now. And this is right here. We're back at, there's the Triangle Park. We were just over there. There's Cooper Union right there. I'll give you a shot from a distance here. Okay. The flag is totally quiet. I'm feeling a little breeze, but it's barely moving. And there's a clock up there. I've got lots of photographs of this building, actually, Cooper Union, and videos. Here's that modern classroom building that I was showing you from a distance there. And we'll just stroll right by here. And then the older building next to it here is the church, but they've got scaffolding around it right now because they're doing some repairs. I sure hope they don't leave it there for too long. I think they're probably doing legitimate work. I can't imagine they would be trying to pull anything like some landlords do. They put up the scaffolding to get some kind of a break in taxes or something, and they leave it there sometimes for years. They're trying to do something about that now, but I can't wait till they get some of these people that just throw up the scaffolding for there's one on my block I've told you before too. 7 years. 7 years with scaffolding. Do you think that work was going a little slow? They weren't doing any work. The building looks nice and new and fabulous. They renovated it years ago. Yeah. So anyway, see the scaffolding around there? That's a church. Anyhow, that's a great old building. Old architecture. Yeah. Okay, and famous McSorley's old ale house. Well, let's end with that before I go back to my house. Here's one of the oldest bars in New York City, let alone downtown Village, East Village old neighborhood. Right over here on the other side of the street, McSorley's old ale house. Established in 1854, I think. Yeah, there is. Established in 1854. That's a long time ago. And you know what? The same family owns this. I don't know if they're named McSorley or whatever, but the family has owned this for many, many years. Very famous place. People love to come when they come to the village to tour around, or people come from all over the city, or when tourists come to the city, I think they got to get down to the McSorley's old ale house. Fabulous place. It once was, and then I'll get off. It once was men only. Yep, men only. Right. For years and years and years and years. But it's got to be 20 years now, or maybe not 20, but about that, I don't know. A long time where, there were protests. A lot of people were unhappy about that. Well, what do you mean you can't have women in there, And they changed it. And now anybody that wants to go in that's of age. Now, they also used to let a lot of underage NYU people in there. I happen to know that. But at any rate, what's this? Looks like another restaurant that I'm not aware of. All right. Okay. Another new restaurant here. This has been many things. That's a restaurant right there. Both of these were a restaurant that connects as you go around in the back. There's doorways here, but the building inside, maybe this has become one place, I don't know, but New York City's only all mushroom restaurant. That's interesting, isn't it? Wow. I have to check that out. It's called Third Kingdom, so it is different because this one's called, what's it called? Protetaria, yeah. Name new and unusual beer. Name new and unusual beer. That's interesting. So it's two different places now. It does hook around, but they probably blocked it up in the back. Anyway, that's it. McSorley's old ale house. We just went by these nice two little restaurants right here, and I'm going to take the long way around as I go back around the block here, just for the heck of it. And maybe I'll show you a few of the facades of this particular. This is 7th Street. It's right. I live on the other side, behind these buildings. In fact, the building we were just staring at there with the restaurants, my apartment is right on the back side of that, right next to McSorley's, actually. I can see the back door of McSorley's from my bedroom window. It's catty corner from my building, but it's right there. And I used to hear when the college kids would be there on weekend nights in particular, they would be in there, no women, and they'd be singing their fraternity songs and stuff, all kinds of stuff. And I'd hear it all the time. It wasn't too bad because they would stop by like midnight or something, but being right there across the alleyway, I could hear it very well. Anyway, so this is all these buildings along here. They're all older, interesting designs, and most of them are kept in pretty good shape. I like this. This is a good example here. I like this building a lot, actually. They're all in pretty good shape. Nice and clean, not too much, don't get hit by graffiti much, and if they do, they clean it. Actually, their plants could look a little better. Sometimes this lady, I've actually bumped into her a few times. She usually keeps these plants looking fabulous. They're looking a little scraggly right now. I wonder what's up. Hope she's okay. I've got pictures of this doorway and this entranceway with the plants that are fabulous at times. But anyway, so that's it, folks. That's all I'm going to do. I was not going to do this much. It's almost half an hour. Yeah, we're coming up on half an hour. Who's going to watch it again? Oh, I hope somebody watches it. I think it's probably a pretty good one, I think. But anyway, JJB Tin Man, views of NYC, and I'm going to be signing off. I will see you another time. Bye-bye now.